Welcome back to the preview Montreal Canadiens Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday, February 20, 2021. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another preview game for the Montreal Canadiens. This is your coach, Frenchy, back in the house today to talk about the Montreal back on the ice finally. They were on the bye week. Every team in NHL during the season 2021, they have a 1 week with no game, and that's the week they have this during the season last week. And now I can't wait to see them. The last game it was again also the Toronto Maple Leafs last Saturday in Toronto, where Montreal scored 2 goals at the third period to steal the game, the W for the Toronto Maple Leafs by a score of 2-1. Tyler Toffoli scored his 10th goal of the season, and also Gallagher with a goal winner on the rebound shot on the top shell net, beat Frederick Anderson. I believe he was his 6th of the year. Petery have an assist on that one. Finally, everybody is ready for the game tonight. This is the 4th time they met each other this year. Toronto have 2 W and Montreal have 1. Remember, Toronto beat at the beginning of the season Montreal an OT a score of 5-4. So we'll be very interesting how Montreal is going to respond with after a 1 week's off. If the legs won't be back quickly, because I'm pretty sure Toronto they'll be ready for this week with their star Austin Matthews have already 16 goals since the beginning of the year. He has only missing 3 games this year with no goal. Every other game he scored 1 goal. He has also 9 assists for a total of 25 points so far as a pointer in NHL. So he is really hot right now. He scored almost every game. But the only funny thing about is Matthews, you have one team did not score 0 goal this year. It's against Montreal Canadiens. But usually have a lot of success in the past, so we'll see what's going happening. Of course, Marner continues where he is right now. I think he have right now 27 points, and this team have a lot of offensive side. And but he is a team sometimes they can win 2-1, and then also he can lose 6-5, like happening to them last Monday. But it's not about the Toronto today. It's about you, Montreal Canadiens, because we can wait to see them tonight on the ice at the Bell Center to watch them play and hopefully have a W. Carey Price should be back in the lineup between the pipes, so it would be fun to see him. Carey have a better game last week in Toronto. By the way, we do all the preview game here. We go by number. We bring you to give you its phone number, where they at, what is supposed to be, where they should be, and go from there. So let's move on to the by number. And let's start with the record of Toronto. Toronto is right now 13-3-2. They are first place in the North Division. They are a straight 2W. They beat 2 times this week the Ottawa Senators by a score of 2-1 and also a 7-3. For Montreal, the last game, like I said, against Toronto, they won 2-1. They are 4th in this division with 9-4-2. We expect to be between the pipe tonight for both teams. Anderson back there, and a prize should be, it's confirmed, should be in front of the net for sure. The power play for Toronto, the best in the NHL, they are 34.6. Their PK is 80.0. And for Montreal, the power play is, of course, is 20.8. And also the PK, exactly like Toronto, 80.0. They score a lot of goals. They are number 1 also in the NHL, 3.72 goal for, and they gave a goal again at 2.57 for the Leafs. And for the for the Montreal Canadiens, they have 3.47 goals for, and goal again at 2.53. So if you want to look on the right side of the screen, the most goal for Toronto, of course, Austin Matthews with 16. He's a number 1 in NHL with the most goal. Taylor Toffoli have 10 this season. most of the point, Marner with 27, and Toffoli also is the most with 15, 10 goals, 5 assists. T.O.I. Riley has 23 minutes 35, and Shea Weber at 23 26. And also the most win by the goaltender for Toronto is, of course, Frederick Anderson with 10. And for the Montreal Canadiens, we have Carey Price with 5 only. So I expect a good game tonight. I think Montreal can have a chance to win. That we're helping them for sure. If you look about the last 5 game, Austin Matthews scored 10 goals, has 5 assists, and then Muzzin have 6 assists in the last 5 game. He have a lot of points this year, to be honest with you, and Marner is +8. For the Montreal, Philip Dano have 3 points, and Anderson have 3 goals. Dano have 3 assists and +1 for victory. I maybe said 10 goals, but he's 10-point Matthews for the last 5 games, and he has 5 goals. So I apologize. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong on that one. Anderson have a record of 10-3-2, and they have a save percentage of 95 and a game average again of a 2.67. For Price is 5-2-2, 6.64, and a .901. That's the first time this year he reached the over .900. So in a drop for the last couple of games, his goal average is getting a little bit better for that part. Other Toffoli with 10 goals, Josh Anderson have 9 goals, and Jonathan Drouin have 10 assists for Montreal Canadiens. That's where they have the most assists by any player for Montreal. And finally, I want to remind you, Petrie is +13, and Edmondson is +15. So great pair, the defense together, to be honest with you. They play very well for Montreal at this time of the year. Montreal have to get that W if they want to stay in because Edmonton is looking good over there. Winnipeg, of course, they lost 2 of the 3 games this week, but still, they want to make the playoff. Montreal have to be sure they try to get most of the win against Toronto and Edmonton. And I think if they do that, if they get 3 against Toronto, or maybe 3 or 4, and then they can get 8-2 against Ottawa, and then they can split with the rest of the team and maybe get maybe 2 other team with 6 and 5 and 9. I think that would be fine for the Montreal Canadiens. Remember, they played 10 games against Toronto, and they played 10 games this year against Ottawa Senator. That's conclude the preview game of tonight between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens. And of course, you're going to see me after the game for the post game for the Montreal Canadiens. And let's get the W, boys. Go get that W. And hockey Montreal fans, remember, you have greatness inside of you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or Facebook page under the Hockey Nation Live Show. It's where you're going to get all the breaking news about you, Montreal Canadiens, and also every other team in the NHL. Have an amazing, great game, boys and girls.